I was having my first of 5 cups of coffee, I was smiling. And I was smiling because I woke up today knowing that no matter what, on this day, Donald J. Trump is still the President of the United States. And as I watched the news, I was reminded of something, and I guess, I'm going to cut short what I was going to say because Senator Garner, who is a great patriot, isn't he amazing? Senator-elect Dan Sullivan, absolutely phenomenal. 2 of our legislators, folks, who are in the top 5 of the most conservative, constitutional, voting record legislators in the state of Arkansas. I want to remind you of that. But that's not according to Jan Morgan's opinion. That's according to the voting record, which is there, it's solid, it can't lie. So we need to keep electing people like that, right? And when they seek higher office, you need to elect them for higher office. And I'm going to continue to encourage both of those guys to do that. So this morning, folks, when I woke up smiling about the fact that Donald J. Trump is still the president, and I was watching the news, and I was reminded of the fact that regardless of what happens, folks, as a result of this, all of the lawsuits that are taking place, regardless of what happens, what is going on in America is not about one man. It's about a movement. And for this time and this place, he was the man that we needed and that we still need to be the leader of that movement. And I believe regardless of the outcome of the election, Donald J. Trump will continue to lead this movement of people to restore our constitutional republic. I haven't talked to him personally, but knowing him the way I do, I wouldn't expect anything less of him. Folks, the reason we can know today that regardless of what happens, we're still in the fight is because over the past 4 years, President Trump has been very busy. What he does is he goes over here and he tweets something ridiculous to get the media all in a wad. And while they're over here stirred up over some irrelevant tweet, he's over here getting things done for the people of America. Today, he has done more in his first term than any other president in American history. What else has he done? He was busy putting into place, folks, layers of protection for our constitutional republic. Remember, we must keep in mind that America has 3 branches of government. What's at stake in this election was one branch, the executive branch. But what are those other 2 branches for? They are to keep each other in check. That is why this Senate election in Georgia is so important. We've got to protect the legislative branch of our government. The judicial branch. What just happened because President Trump put Amy Coney Barrett on the Supreme Court? Churches who were in the states were being dictated to close their doors or restrict the number of people who could be there to worship God. Oh, by the way, did you see the pastor who did a semi-fake striptease act so he could call his church service? Because strip clubs could remain open, but churches couldn't. I was pretty impressed with his, he acts like he's been there before. If you haven't seen it, you should look, folks. I know you're tired. I know we've got a big run to do. But basically, I wanted to leave you today encouraged and motivated, not defeated. Not defeated. Folks, we are in a war for the very heart and soul of this nation. This is not a battle for the White House. This is a battle to restore our constitutional republic. Remember what Ben Franklin said as he was exiting the Constitutional Convention? Reportedly, a lady asked him, so what kind of government did you give us? And he said, a republic, if you can keep it. Right? I want you to know this, folks. While the far left is calling for unity, what is the irony of that? And they're upset because we're challenging not the outcome of the presidential race. We're battling over the integrity of our election system. We're not worried about every vote. We're worried about the integrity of our election system, because the day that the people of America feel that their vote no longer counts and that our system is corrupt in electing our legislators and our presidents, they will stop voting. And folks, this is not the time to walk away. This is the time to dig in your heels, talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, and engage. I want you to know that what the media didn't tell you, while they're all over the fact that President Trump has got legal defense teams everywhere fighting for the integrity of our election system, did you know that there were more lawsuits filed before this presidential election and during, in the middle of the election? The most lawsuits of all have been filed by Democrats. And listen to the basis of those lawsuits. And this is why our election system is in trouble. All of their lawsuits were about eliminating the barriers that we had put in place to protect, to secure the integrity of our election process. Their lawsuits involved removal of the requirements for matching signatures on absentee ballots. Their lawsuits involve not requiring voter ID, photo ID to vote. Their lawsuits involve changing the rules in the middle of an election so that if people mailed in their ballots after the election day, they can still be counted, and they can continue to be counted.
That's what counting is about.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, ma'am. So don't fall for the rhetoric of the far left, folks. I know I'm preaching to the choir today, but I just want you to know that this is simply one battle in a war for our constitutional republic. And when you start feeling like that you can no longer fight, when you start feeling like it's time to pack up your things and head to the mountains with your MREs and your guns, I want to ask you today, please don't. And when you have friends telling you, America's lost, it's time to give up, I want you to say, no, please don't. And I want you to remind them, folks, the story of our founding fathers in that final battle. You know the story? For those of you who haven't heard me speak before, I'm going to tell you.